Yeah, hi. Yesterday I spoke about the feminine and the masculine energies. Today we'll go in depth of it a little bit more. We all know that two genders, and the two genders still have these two kinds of energies, which is a feminine energy and a masculine energy. Now, when we understand Shiv and Shakti, we understand that the Shiv is the consciousness, whereas energy is the Shakti, which is the movement, right? And because of the Shakti, the Shiv, which is actually is in dormant, is in meditative state, comes comes alive. And once you understand this, you will understand that all of us have our own Shiv and Shakti. We all have our own masculine and the feminine energy within us. Now, what does that mean? The feminine energy is basically the prakriti, or the kind of something which generate, something which surrenders, something uh, which is motherly, but it is not females, it is just an energy form. And similarly, the masculine energy in us is basically something which is always ready to move ahead, uh, uh, function, action. It's more of a outward kind of energy, something we do relate with men and women in our lives also, though that's also wrong, because each of the men also carries the feminine in him, and each of the feminine females also carries the masculine energy in them. So the problem occurs that when we associate ourselves more with being a female, say I have come here as a female, now I'm carrying both the energies, but of course maybe one of the energies more prominent in me, right? Now what happens is that any of the two energies, when they are either high or low, they will produce conflicts, so to say if there's a female who has more of the feminine energy, she will go into the zone where she's more emotional, very emotional. She's very needy. She's somebody who can cry so easily, somebody who's blames, somebody who's sorry so somebody who's that's the distorted feminine in all of us. And whereas if you have the disbalanced masculine in you, you will be more egotistical, you will be more control freak, you'll be more into doing and saying that only doing works. It's more action oriented. It's more like somebody who can't just leave things because he believes that it is my thing to do it, because if I would not do it, it won't happen. That's a distorted masculine energy. Now all of us have all of these energies in different time and phases in our life. And now when I'm saying this, I'm sure you can even realize that when were you distorted female, when you were feminine, when you were distorted masculine in your life, because we all go through all of these changes in the entire life. Now uh, so what is a balanced energy? So if you actually look at a female who has a balanced masculine and feminine, she will be somebody who is absolutely she knows when to surrender, and she knows when to take action. And similarly goes for the balanced male who has the balanced energy of masculine and feminine in him. He would absolutely know when to surrender and when to go ahead and take action. Now it is irrespective of what we are on this plane as our gender, because see, gender, if you've got a gender, that means that you have some chapters and understanding related to that gender. But it doesn't mean that you give up on the being on the negative spectrum, side of the spectrum. In fact, all you need to do is that wherever you are, you just need to check yourself that am I imbalanced in whichever approach I am taking in life. and you need to come to that balanced state. So this is about balancing. And what I was yesterday talking about was that these days, we see not only the males are too much of masculine, but even the females who are more towards the feminine aspect, they have also taken a step to be more of masculine, in more of in masculine energy. See, both the energies are very beautiful and they have their own purposes, but the thing is balancing of the two. So you know so imagine it like that the masculines were not ready to get it balanced, whereas the females who were already in that zone where they were uh, kind of they had better feminine energy, but because they were suppressed so much, they had got into that lower zone of feminine energy. And because that is why that they have got into the distorted version of the feminine. Now uh, instead of balancing this from that distorted female to being a balanced female, the females have also started becoming, they've started invoking more of the masculine energy in them. So if you really see the woman all around, you will find that they have more of the masculine energy as compared to the female feminine energy. And I'm not saying that they're sitting at home and working and all of that. That's very very mundane understanding of female or a feminine energy. A feminine energy is a shakti energy. She is powerhouse of everything. She's the one who get things done because of the energy that because of the shakti we are able to manifest things. It's not the Shiv, it's the Shakti's manifestation power. The only difference is that the feminine energy doesn't do. The feminine energy is about surrender. It's about she sits and she waits for the energies to come to her. Now, this is all very philosophical. To understand them in a very practical way, it's just that it's the balancing of the two energy. You should know where exactly you need the feminine energy. You need to invoke the feminine energy in you, and you need to understand at what moment of time I need my masculine energy in me. Once you understand, there won't be any disbalance within you. And when there won't be any disbalance within you as an individual, whether you are a male or a female, you will see it in the external also, because the distortion is there in the energetic field of humans, right? Whether in both the males as well as female, we see it in external, right? So the suppression of women had been happening in the energetic field because the masculine energy was rising on the planet. It started happening and it started showing off in the physical in terms of suppression of women, because she is the embodiment of that energy, though she's not purely male and female, feminine and masculine, right? I know it's little confusing, but I'll try to make it more easy and easy to understand as we go. But this is what I have for today. Hope I made some sense to somebody. Have a lovely day. Today is what? Wednesday. It's the Guru's day. So the planet Jupiter. Wednesdays are days of wisdom. It's good to read. It's good to know something new. It's an energy filled with knowledge. So either you're taking knowledge or you're giving knowledge or you're reading about it or you're watching something. Use that energy or wisdom, your wisdom, and yeah. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.